Uh, Hello. So this is kind of like I don't even know how to describe this. So this is an introduction, I guess, to me. Um, Something I've always done throughout my whole life is I've kind of it sounds crazy, but I talk to myself. Like before I go to bed, I run through my whole day. Um, just out loud to myself. Talk about cool things that happened to me, what I did, right? Like if I went to the comic shop, I talked about it and talked about what I got, what I thought if I read it. Um, and it's kind of been something that I'm like, I should start like a little. I already have many channels, but I was like, I really should start making videos, just like little vlogs for me to talk about, like just basically do what I do um, without the camera, but with the camera. It's like I'm not just talking to myself and I'm being a weirdo. It's like, oh no, I'm vlogging, right? Um, so that's the purpose of this channel. It is kind of a vlog channel. I don't know how long. Like it could just be like a yap sesh. You know what I mean? I could just sit here, stare at this camera, this webcam, and I could just be like, rah, 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 Um. Oh, sorry if I cut out. By the way, like mid sentence or something. I can't fix that. I tried. Um. Dang, I'm looking really rough right now. It is. I forgot to say the time. It is 12. You can't really see that, can you? Um, it is 12:02 a.m. November 13th. There's something I also do for some reason when I'm just like, oh, what's up, guys? So it's about 12:30, 12:38 actually. But yeah, no, this is. I don't mind if people don't find this, or you know, I just don't mind because it's just, I've been getting a lot of channels on my YouTube feed recently where it's just people talking to a camera like this. Um, and it's really reminiscent of how old YouTube was. Now I'm not that old to remember like early days of YouTube. I really kind of jumped in around 2008, 2009, I think, cuz that's kind of when I gained sentience. um but yeah, that's what old YouTube was, just people talking to a camera about whatever. And I kind of want to do that too because I already talk to myself quite a bit. Um, so why not, you know, get that record going? So I'm up pretty late. I mean, it is midnight, but usually it's up much later. But I have class tomorrow at 9 a.m. Um, I should mention I'm a junior in college. This is my first semester. We're nearing towards the end of finals, and it's going good, but also not good. I have one class in particular that is just stupidly hard. For some reason, he teaches it like a lecture, but it shouldn't be taught like a lecture. And the only grades that we get are quiz grades. He has these things. He's like, "Oh, do the assignment." And the thing, but it's like you don't turn it in anywhere, so there's really no point in doing it. Um, there's no incentive, I should say, to do the assignment. It's like, oh, you don't want to get a good grade on your quiz? Well, I don't want to do work that he's not going to see or grade, um, which obviously doesn't help my grade because I am failing, but it's okay. Um, Everything else is going pretty great. My other classes. Um, this is also my first year on my university's like literary magazine editing team, which is really cool. It's been very fun. So yeah, I can't get over this freaking facial hair, man. Like, look at this. Oh my. It is November, right? So I was like, oh, I'm gonna do no shave November, but oh my gosh, it's usually not like this much. It's like starting to itch. Um, Especially the mustache and the little patch right here. I decided to have like a I decided to shave everything and just leave this and this So I was like, oh, I look like a Mexican cowboy. For the record, I am Mexican, so I'm not trying to say anything crazy. Um, but yeah, I guess little about me, a little bit more. Uh, I'm a big into wrestling. Um, move my 3DS games. I'm big into a lot of things, which I'll get into eventually. But big into wrestling. We got some wrestling magazines here. This is the Women's 250 with Tony Storm on the cover. Big into wrestling. I watch wrestling Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, Fridays, sometimes Saturdays, sometimes Sunday. Depends on if there's like a pay per view on. Whoa. I'm just big into wrestling. It was something that I really enjoyed as a kid, and yeah, it's something I was really big on as a kid. Not really big on. I was big on it for about a year and a half, but I loved it. It was something I really got into, and then I just stopped watching, and yeah, I kind of wish I didn't stop watching because there's so much cool stuff that I missed out on. But yeah, uh, yeah, that's the wrestling thing. Oh, I should. I'm in university. Why didn't I mention this? I am an English literature major, um, which is really funny because I don't really read. I mean, I read comic books and stuff, but that's about it. I used to read manga too, which I have a big shelf in the back. We got like Berserk and Jujutsu Kaisen, Chainsaw Man on there. Some good stuff. But yeah, I don't really read a lot of like books. I usually read them if it's like required for class. So this year I've read more books because of class than I have in the past decade, pretty much. Um, we just finished reading White Sargasso Sea, which it was okay. It was okay. Um, but yeah, so that's cool. Really enjoying it. Um, and being on the Genesis editor team makes me want to like be an editor or something, writer. I don't know. It's really fun. Um, but by the way, I don't always wear glasses. These I think are cool. It's funny. My mom was like, "Here, let's order you these glasses from like a website, so we're not spending a lot of money." And I was like, "Hell yeah!" So I ordered these circle ones because I was like, I want some John Lennon glasses, and yeah, a lot of people like them. They're like, "Oh, I like your glasses," and I'm like, "Thank you." Um, so yeah, a lot of yapping today. Um, yeah, I will say the biggest thing for me about being an English major, and I really need to angle the camera down just a little bit more. I don't want to touch it because when I touch my webcam, it like decides to explode and just stop working. So I'm not gonna touch it. Um, but one of the biggest things that I, as an English major, get annoyed by is like my parents. They're like, "Oh, what are you gonna do with that? Oh, you should," and they just send me like jobs and stuff, and I'm like, "Please stop." Because I would love to pursue so many different things, so many more grander things, like be a be a musician, like a an actor, like just a director, right? But it's really really tough to do those things. So tough, it's like you might not do that, but or you might not think about doing that. Like just don't do it. um yeah, but I have big dreams, but it is tough. It is tough. It really is. Um, just getting that from your parents, like, oh, maybe think about something else, you know. But we'll see. I mean, it is my life, and I gotta decide what I want to do with it. Um, what would make me happy is more important than anything in the world, pretty much. Um, I'm just like looking around my room, trying to find what I should talk about. This is an introduction after all. I will say, big gamer. That's so cringe. As you can see, I got like a stack of 3DS games that I pulled out, and over here I have a wall of PS2 games. I recently, about a year or two ago, bought a PS2 at this retro game shop. It's called Disc Replay, and I bought a PS2 there, and along with Crash Bandicoot, Wrath of Cortex, and ever since then I've been slowly building up my collection, and it's been really fun because the PS2 as a kid was a console I always played. Um, like that was one of my earliest consoles, and I remember playing like Jak and Daxter, obviously Crash on it. Um, so yeah, it's been really fun. Just finding games from my childhood and games I didn't even have the chance to play. Um, I think most of these on my over here I did play, but some of them I hadn't. Like MVP Baseball 2005 classic, Final Fantasy 10, um, Soul Calibur 2 and 3. I remember playing Soul Calibur, but I don't know which one, so I bought both of them. Um, Devil May Cry never played, right? Just a bunch. Most of them I'm familiar with. So um, yeah, but I didn't really talk about it, but I think the sole purpose of this channel is, like I said, to document or just have an outlet to talk about things. And because I do talk a lot, like I said, I'll pace around in my room over here and I'll just be like, hey guys, what's up? I did this today. And it's like every time I do it, I'm like, I should just record this and like upload it to YouTube, because I don't have a problem with recording myself. um so yeah, I do have some lighting over here, which I think is genius. It's just literally it's called blankwhitescreen.com, and it just shoots a light. I was gonna have one on this screen too, but I have the need. I need to look at myself so I don't look stupid, you know. Um, maybe I'm a little vain. I don't know. Um, but yeah, speaking of class, like I said, it's about midnight. Um, I have class tomorrow. I didn't go to class today or on Monday because Monday I was just like, oh, one of my teachers canceled, so I'm just not gonna go. To the other two, that makes sense, right? And then today I was like, I don't want to go. And I've only missed one class for this class, so it's not the biggest deal. But tomorrow I definitely have to go. There is a thing that I have to read for tomorrow. There's actually probably multiple things I have to read tomorrow. I also have a test tomorrow. I'm probably gonna fail it, which is okay. It's okay. Failure is okay. Um, I should have dropped the class. I really should have. It was so stupid. I was like, oh no, I'm not gonna drop. If I just start studying, yeah, I'll be fine. No, I should have dropped it. I 100% should have dropped it. I don't know why I didn't. I'm just saying, guys, if you have an inkling to drop a class, drop it. Like you'll be fine. You can make it up during the summer, right? It's okay. Um, yeah, this is, I don't know. This is just supposed to be an introduction. If I free up storage on my phone, I'll record on there, cut the clips together, and upload it there too. But I have an inkling, until I do that, it will be like this from my computer. Um, so yeah, guys. Also, I'm sorry, I'm not looking at the camera. I'm looking at myself, which is on this screen. Because it feels weird to just like talk into this camera. You know what I mean? It's like, well, I gotta look at something. I gotta look at some movement. You know. Um, so yeah. I really do need to shave, but it is no shave November. I don't think I'm not sure how many people do that. I probably will. I don't know if I should keep the stash or the pat, like the stash and the patch, and just get rid of this, or what. I don't know. Um, but yeah. So I think that's gonna do it for this video. This entry. This is just an introduction. We'll start talking about some other stuff, I guess. These videos might be very long because sometimes I will just yap to myself for like 15 minutes, or not 50, 30 minutes, just pacing back my room like, oh yeah, I really liked the Penguin series finale, right? I really liked it, which I did, by the way. It was awesome. That show, awesome. um yeah, that's gonna do it. I'm gonna just finish this, upload it, and yeah, old YouTube is back.